Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video where today we're going to be doing another match review here on the channel for the Sheffield Wednesday game. This time a lot more positive than the last sort of few games have been. We are going to be reviewing the 3-0 win at QPR. Now, basically, I'm recording this the day after the game. We've just beaten QPR 3-0 at home, and away, and what a performance. Tran Hock, don't know who that is. Josh Windass, and that Tran Hock is meant to be Jacob Murphy. Josh Windass and Dominic Iorfa all on the score sheet. Absolutely beautiful. If you look at the stats here, absolutely dominated the game. 6 shots on target, 14 shots, 6 on target. So they're 7-1. They had a lot more possession, but clearly did not mean anything in this game, as possession very rarely does, in my opinion. Corners, they had more corners, but it's fine because we scored from one. Alessio De Cruz puts in a fabulous corner, may I just say. That's his second or third now. I think it may be his third that he's taken. We've scored from it. He's just so good at putting that ball in. He gets it into such a dangerous area, and we always seem to have players on the end of it that can put it home. And this time it was Josh Windass, who very easily could have had a hat-trick today. Had a chance cleared pretty much off the line, had another one that he slightly scuffed, had another one with the keeper got a good touch to it. Just everything sort of looked like it was going to go wrong for Josh Windass up until the 45th minute, where he scored from a like I said, a fantastic Alessio De Cruz corner. If you go in chronological order, Dominic Iorfa scored a free kick from Windass taken. There's another chance he had, well saved from the keeper. Came out to Luongo, who hit against the post. Massimo Luongo is such a good player, man. He's genuinely one of my favourite players at the club. Absolutely love him. Played great today yesterday against his former club. Hit the post from the rebound. And on the second rebound, Dominic Iorfa, finishing like a striker, managed to tuck it into the bottom left from an acute angle. Fantastic finish from him. And that kick-started a fantastic day for Wednesday overall. And then the third goal was a fantastic Jacob Murphy goal. Brilliant ball from Barry Bannon, who again was great. I thought props as well to Alex Hunt. We'll get into the team later. I'll show you guys the exact team and what I thought of it. But yeah, third goal, fantastic ball from Barry Bannon. Looped, was it looped? I forgot how the ball was. Kind of sort of pumped over to Murphy. Used a little bit of pace, used a little bit of strength, used a little bit of skill, cut inside, and a fabulous finessed finish into the top right. A good FIFA goal, you could call it. I'm using quotation marks there. A kind of goal you'd see in a FIFA game. Fantastic finesse finish. His 7th goal of the league season now, Jacob Murphy, 2-2. If we can, we have to get him on a permanent deal. Gary Monk has expressed his desire to get him on a permanent, and I believe that Newcastle are open to letting them get him on a permanent, providing how the whole what's it called, court case thing goes. If we have a look at the standings now, that does mathematically confirm us in the Championship for next season, providing we don't get a points deduction. We currently sit 10 points clear of the zone, 3 games left. I think the worst points deduction we could have is a 12. 12 points deduction would take us down to second bottom. It would take us down to second bottom, definitely. I don't think they'd give us that much of a poor goal difference. I don't think I don't think they change the goal difference, do they? If you get a points deduction, I don't think they do. Bolton and Wigan. Well, Wigan don't know yet, but Bolton fans, you'll have to let me know if there are any of you. Do they take away goal difference? I don't believe they do. But yeah, that's mathematically safe. Providing there's no points deduction. Really, really positive day overall yesterday for Sheffield Wednesday, apart from the unfortunate loss of Jack Charlton. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Who was I know, I've heard of Jack Charlton. Obviously, he's very held in high regard at Sheffield Wednesday. And any manager that's got us promoted, you can never really have a bad word to say about them, in my opinion. And yeah, the brother of Bobby Charlton, and got us promoted from the 3rd division to the 2nd. So yeah, it's a very sad day off the pitch, but on the pitch, it was a very good day. And I suppose you could say it was in memory of Jack Charlton. I suppose a nice way to put it. But if we look onto our last 3 games of the season, I honestly believe we can get 7 points out of these last 3 games. Huddersfield at home was a big game. If we wouldn't have won today, this Huddersfield game was a huge game. And if we don't get the point deduction, this game is all the games. If we don't get a point deduction, don't really matter because of the situation we're in. But you just want to win games anyway. But if we do get the point deduction, this Huddersfield game is huge, and so is this Middlesbrough one. I'd accept a loss against Fulham. Fulham away, they're in good form. They want top 2. I'd accept that. But Huddersfield at home, I think we can get 2-0 win out of that. Back-to-back clean sheets for the first time in God knows how long. Fulham away, I think we'll lose, but if I'm being optimistic, which I probably will be, then I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. And Middlesbrough at home, I'd say a 3-0 win, something like that. They haven't been that good since Neil Warnock came in, which is surprising. They won their first game, but have been a bit poor since that. But yeah, if we get 7 points, that will take us to 62 for the league season, which could definitely see us sort of around maybe the 12th spot if we're being ambitious, maybe 12th possibly. And I'm currently watching the Stoke Birmingham game and the Wolves Everton game, which has just finished, and Stoke are beating Birmingham, which is huge for them. Huge for them. Kind of want Stoke to win because I want Huddersfield to go down. I want Barnsley to go down. Don't really mind about Luton. Don't have anything against Luton. They've done well to get this far, to be honest. Charlton, I don't really care about them. Huddersfield, I'd like to see them go down, but doubt they will. Same with Middlesbrough. Birmingham, I doubt they'll go down now. They are 4 points clear. Although, if this game against Stoke, if they lose that, you never know. And a win now currently takes them to 49 and above Birmingham. So if Stoke win today, they can shoot up to 17th. So tight in that bottom those bottom 17 to 24. It's incredibly tight down there in the league. But yeah, now let's go on to the team. The team here I'm using on my Twitter. Before we came into this game, I was not optimistic at all. Partly because of the results that we'd had recently, but as well, just the team didn't look good. Again, we didn't really have a proper recognised striker, I didn't think. Windass has been used as striker, De Cruz was used as striker, but I didn't really class them as strikers. I'd class them more as sort of forwards, but not striker. Maybe even, I'd say Windass is a centre forward. I wouldn't say he's a striker. Sort of the role Forestieri played in his first season with us. But it was a fantastic game. Go through the ratings. I'd give Wildsmith a 7. Didn't really have much to do apart from one brave clearance from a poor Tomley's back pass. But yeah, clean sheet for Wildsmith. He was certainly positive yesterday. Kadeem Harris, wow, what a performance from him. Kadeem Harris certainly could grow to that wing spot role very well. Fantastic performance from him today. I'd give him a solid 8, maybe even a 9. Didn't do a huge amount going forward, but he did the role of a wing back almost perfectly. Just maybe could have got forward a little bit more. Barry Bannon, an 8, I'd say. Bannon was just classic Bannon, really, using his experience now. He's a little bit older, using his experience, made some good tackles, put a couple of decent balls in, got an assist. Fantastic for Barry Bannon today. Julian Borner was solid. Had a couple of things where classic Borner, you think, what's he doing there? Just marauding forward a little bit where maybe he shouldn't be. But I suppose we were 2 or 3-0 up, so you can kind of excuse it. I give Borner a 7 today. Lees, I'd give a 7 as well. Apart from that one dodgy back pass was all right. I think the thing with Tom Lees is he's better when he doesn't. When the pressure's on him and he's sort of having to be the main man in a back line, he crumbles. He absolutely crumbles. He cannot handle that role very well. That's why, for me, he shouldn't be the club captain. But today, in a back 3, I think he might be a little bit better when there's not as much pressure on him. So yeah, I'd give him a 7 today. Was solid. He wins a lot in the air to say he's only got 6 foot, 6'1". There's some big strikers out there, and he does win the vast majority of his headers, to be fair, and puts a few decent tackles in. He's the things that I don't like about Tom Lees are his passing and sometimes his pace lets him down. But as an actual proper defender, he's solid. He's for this championship. Say we've got him on a free transfer. Massimo Luongo, a player that I mentioned earlier, just such a good player, man. I absolutely love Luongo. He's been so good. If we can keep him fit for a full season, he'll get he'll get some goals. He gets a few goals from that midfield spot. He'll get some assists. He'll put the work in. Just a fantastic all-round player. Massimo Luongo, really, really happy with him again today. Would certainly give him an 8. Moses Adebayo, I'd say give him a 7. Playing at wing back, we played a 3-5-2, by the way. If you weren't sure, but yeah, I think I was really, really, really quite happy for Moses Adebayo today, because he's come under a lot of stick from me included. I'm not going to lie. I've personally been a big critic of him, especially since they gave that 4th penalty of the season away to, God, I forgot who it was. Was it West Brom? Might have been West Brom. I genuinely forgot. But yeah, I was happy with him today. Was solid defensively. Could have done a little bit more going forward, but was decent defensively. Just got outshone a little bit by Kadeem Harris at the other wing back spot. Dominic Iorfa, man of the match. Again, how many times have we said that this season? A goal for him, a solid defensive performance as always, wins everything. He's so quick. His reading of the game is decent. A 9, I think we have to give Dominic Iorfa. If we can keep him in the summer, that'll be almost, to me, like the equivalent of a signing in terms of just so important for us. If he does not get Player of the Season, then I don't know who should. Chansiri gets a lot of stick, again from me included, but to get Dominic Iorfa for £200,000 is a reported fee. That is an absolute bargain. He's been a revelation since we got him last January. By far our best player this season, and yeah, just an all-round great talent, and hopefully we can keep him. He's only 25. He's a good age. He's got 5 years at the top left. I really, really like him. Alex Hunt. Spoke a little bit about him earlier. Alex Hunt, for me, was very sort of, those players, you can see their ability, you can see their talent, but they just don't quite have the end product. For me, that was Alex Hunt yesterday. The only thing that lets him down is his physicality. He's not very physical. He's only 19. He'll get better. He'll grow out. But yeah, a very positive considering this was his first ever start today. Was not shy at all. And wow, Stoke have just had a good shot saved by Lee Camp. Anyway, yeah, I was happy with him. He didn't play like a new player. He wasn't shy. He put a few decent tackles in. Got 1 yellow card, which I think Monk rightly said maybe held him back a bit, but it was a yellow card he had to give. It was a tactical foul they call him nowadays. Put a few decent passes in. Very happy with him. Wouldn't necessarily start him next week against Huddersfield. I'd maybe start Kieran Lee because we think he'll be fit. That's what Gary Monk has said. So will Connor Wickham. I'd probably start Connor Wickham, but I don't know who I'd drop. I really don't know who I'd drop. I'd keep the same formation, and you can't drop De Cruz and Windass, in my opinion. De Cruz, yes, his finishing lets him down, but he puts in some really good balls. He's so lively. I'd certainly try to get him on a permanent. We'll move on to him now. Alessio De Cruz got an assist. Him and Windass up front were a handful. The slow QPR defence just could not handle them. And De Cruz has got all the attributes. Just needs to fit. Needs finishing to be a little bit better. Had one chance where he fell over where he could have maybe scored. But happy with him overall, as I always am. Well, not always, but a lot of the time I'm happy with Alessio De Cruz. I'd give him. I give Hunt a 7. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'd give De Cruz a 7 as well. Certainly, let's get him on a permanent. He's quite strong. He's very quick, and just an all-round lively player. Josh Windass, I'd give him an 8. I was tempted between him and Iorfa for man of the match. I was tempted to give Windass a 9 as well, but I think with the chances, I watched the extended highlights today, with the chances he had, he probably should have got more than 1 goal. So, slightly disappointed in that respect, but he did get a goal and played overall well. I certainly as well look to get him on a permanent, as apparently Wigan are willing to let him go on the bench. Obviously, Dawson didn't play. Brennan, I didn't even know was on the bench, didn't come on. Pelopes came on, was all right. I'd give him a 7, just tied everything well. Saw the game out well with him. Is that Will Hughes? I think his first name is Will Hughes. Didn't come on. Jacob Murphy, I give him an 8. Came on, scored a fantastic goal. We need to get him on a permanent as well. Just an all-round great player. Adam Reach didn't come on. I don't think. No, I don't think he did. Liam Shaw came on. He was a centre mid. He's only 17 or 18. Centre mid, played centre back, and was very solid. So he's never played there, and it was his debut as well, league debut. Maybe he played in the cup, but certainly his league debut. Very happy with him. I'd give him a 7. Knew you I'd come on, give him a 7 as well. Thought he was solid, as Knew he always is when he comes on in that situation. That's why I think we should give him a new deal, a longer deal than just to the end of the season, because he comes on and he works so hard and he's such a physical presence. Defenders, when the team's trying to score and you bring on New, it sort of baffles everyone on the opposition team. They're like, how do we deal with this man? Because he's so tall and so big. And he's got good feet. Good feet on a big man are so rare, and he has got very decent feet. Had a shot, a lot of power he put on it. Decent save from the goalkeeper late on. But yeah, New 7 was fine, and Jordan Rhodes didn't come on, I don't think. So yeah, that is going to round out this video. If you enjoyed, then please do make sure to like and subscribe for more future content. Also, as well, if there is any other football related videos you want to make, if you're a football fan and you're not a Wednesday fan, I'll happily do videos on your teams. I'm a football fan as well as a Wednesday fan. I'm not one of those people that just watches Wednesday and no one else. I watch every game now. I'm watching 2. I'm watching Stoke Birmingham, and I'm watching Crystal Palace against Aston Villa, I believe. It's not come on yet, so I'll watch any game. I'll review any team. Just let me know who you support. Hopefully, we can make a little community here. I'd like to do that. So yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. The support on this series so far has been decent. So if keep that up, I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you later, and goodbye.